Welcome back to the Mile High Lodge. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I know I am. Thank you for joining me. A couple of things. One, you guys know that, I have a busy personal life. Maybe if you're new to this channel, maybe you don't know anything about me. That's fine. I've got a pretty busy family life and everything. And lots of times I will record well in advance, and like this time. So, by the time you see this video, I'm probably already done with the whole series. I don't know. We'll see. But, typically 5 to 6 ahead. Okay. If you're a patron or a member of this channel, you have access to all of these things as soon as I make them. You don't have to wait for public releases. But in general, I release 1, maybe 2 a day at most. And I want to be able to make sure that I have video available every day, even if I have to, for example, go a week without recording. So I don't know if this has been pointed out already, but I just noticed that in between the 2 buttons that I've been pressing, creating a trail and building, there is a task list right here. I'll show that to you in a second. We're just going to take the earplugs in this case. There's a task list, and you don't have to, whenever there's a trail task out there, you don't have to look around for it and try, where is it? It's in this list. So you can just zip to it. It even gives you a nice little arrow. So that's the thing that's existing. It doesn't exist for everything. I don't believe it exists for rescues, for example, but I guess I'll have to wait for a rescue to find out. Yeah. Anyways, just thought I'd point that out. It's on video now. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day today. Another thing that I just looked at, I didn't notice before, and I just noticed now, is that I do not have, there's various different achievements in Steam, right? And I'm noticing that I don't have the achievement for having everyone set up a trail. Which is odd because I was under the impression that everyone sets up a trail with my camp, right? As soon as they come in, I usually have them set up a trail. That didn't happen. So we're going to connect everything eventually, but I want to set up another trail. And I think Avalanche Slope gives me a good opportunity here. Okay, now we got this mausoleum, which I want to be able to do too. I don't have a whole lot of wood, so let's first start by taking care of a little bit of busy work stuff. Okay, and we're going to start by having Nicholas go this way.
Of course. You and your idea.
Have a hard time clearing my throat today too, apparently. Here's 350 and also another air transport to get 200 here. Okay. That's taken care of. Next thing that's kind of unfinished business, they got $7,000 left, is training. A lot of these guys are not fully trained. So let's get Florina trained. Let's get Francis's training 3, and let's get Shauna's training 2, and Nicholas's training 3. And I think that's everyone that I can afford. I need to make sure that I don't overspend money because I do have to buy some things, but stamina upgrades sounds like a great thing too. So now that I'm left with less than $1,000, I have less than $1,000 left. Last thing I want to do, right, is I want to keep Werner busy. He's not quite all the way up there yet, but I want to keep him busy. We were doing deliveries with Florina, and that's fine, but he can also do other things too. So I think I might send him on 3 trail setup tasks with Nicholas. Okay. I'm pretty sure Nicholas has set up a trail already, and I'm pretty sure Werner has too because it was a previous objective. But so it's got to be one of these 3. Somebody here has not set up a trail. I don't remember which. I'm pretty confident Florina was the one that went out this way when she was here, and I had her set this up. But I could be wrong. I don't remember if Shauna's ever actually set up a task, so it might be her. I don't remember if Leopoldo has done it, but I think he has because he got sick and I had to fix him. So speaking of which, Florina is sick too, and 600 is pretty steep, but I'm going to actually put you through this one.
As always.
Okay, I'm going to have her fixed up, and then we're going to have Nicholas go out to do a task as soon as he's done ordering resources. And we're going to have Werner go with him to set up trail tasks and stuff. I think that's probably the best use for him. Let's make sure Eva is fixing buildings and stuff too. And pretty much everybody has a job at this point, I think. I mean, Eva has to fix things, so it's not really a persistent job, but, you get it. You get it, I think. Maybe I can put her in the kitchen. Leopoldo is the best in the kitchen, though, right? And that's no longer a task for Werner, so I can just put him in here and it's fine. So let's let that happen now. Werner is done resting, and Nicholas is ready too. So why don't we start off by getting Nicholas to fix the weather station. And then I need a trail for him. And what I'm thinking of doing, there's a vista right here already. This is a really lazy trail. It's 10 degrees. Professionals aren't going to care about this. But if the pros would like to go to the Silberfells, or even if they'd like to go to one of these two, I'd like to give them some kind of thrills to go up to this way. And it's kind of hard to do that, but because this path, there's not a lot when it comes to slope here. Like, I can get to, somehow that's a 4, but it's not a high slope, right? They're demanding the slope, not the safety thing. So I'd have to, that's a 45, but there's no way I'm getting a 60 on the way there, right? So I'm trying to like figure out how am I going to get them the slope that they require. If I come from here, it's still 10, 15. It's there's 30, 45. Is there a 60? Right. There's a 60 right here. There's a 60 right here. I saw it. It's just ever so fast. Right there. Pixel hunting that. Right. That gives them a 60. And then I can go 45 to here. No, not really. I'm not going to get up here. 45. Okay. And then I can come here. So this path is going to give them everything they ever wanted, right? And then, of course, there's a 60 and 45 to here, too. But I can go up from here. I can go from this point. This is trying to figure out like how to do this the most economical, save the most money. And there's my 45. I think I should hit the 60 first because those ones are harder to get. So we'll go 60 here and then up to 45. I just don't know if that's even possible. Maybe 30 there. There's a 45 right there. And then you can come up the backside. Okay. So those are two trails that are great for the professionals. All three desires are going to be met here, right? If we can get that to happen. So we want to put the chains on all of these because they're big slopes, right? So we want to put chains on all of these things to keep them safer. I think these safety values are also elevated right now due to weather. So I'm not entirely sure what the safety rating is actually going to be on these, like baseline. So I'm going to assume that they are elevated by 1 level right now. Although they don't have the arrows on them, so that maybe they're not elevated. But I feel like they don't always get arrows, right? When elevated happens, like this one here is elevated. Yeah, there's an arrow there. There's an arrow there. So yeah, maybe they do get arrows when they're elevated. I guess that is look at this one. That's extreme. Do I have the resources for a cable car on this? That's 960 wood. I do not. Did I already put the chains on it. So yeah, the only way to make this any safer would be to get the wood to do so. Okay. Well, anyway, I want somebody to set up a task, right? I need Werner to go out here and set up stuff with Nicholas. So I'm thinking we're going to go out and have them set up these 2 peaks. I'm not even entirely sure I have routes to like Eastern Monastery and stuff. And I really wish there was an easier way to tell that without setting it up. Because it'll tell you if you already have one, but I wish you could tell that before going through it, right? It's a very manual game. They've really done essentially nothing automated in this game. As far as information for the player, it's really quite underwhelming. There's definitely a lot to be desired when it comes to what they're telling the player. So like that's the only way I can tell whether I have a route to Eastern Monastery or not, is whether it will let me make it. And that's it. And if I decide I don't want to make it, then I have to right click it. I can go like this. There's no path to Silent Crypt either. So that's done. Do I get one to Avalanche Slope? Never even did this one. So yeah, maybe we'll have you start with this one. So Avalanche Slope. This is probably an L2 at this pot. Yeah, it doesn't say it's elevated. So this is probably an L2. I'm wondering if I didn't put any handrails or anything. No, I did because it's literally right there. I didn't put it here, but I did it here. So this is an L2. So Avalanche Slope. And this is going to be a 30 L2. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll have both Nicholas and Werner do this together.
Yes, that makes suitable evidence.
And then, you know, they've got all these things. And I can actually have them hammer out a whole bunch of trails together because it doesn't impact, you know, their stamina. They have infinite stamina while they're out here, so that's fine. Now, it looks to me like we have alpinists who want to go places that they can't go. Let's take a look and see what that is. So the route that we do not have a path to is Camp North. 2 groups want to go to Camp North, and they are casuals. They are nature lovers. Nope, this one is a bunch of professionals. So Camp North, that's way over here. How do we give professionals a good time to Camp North? Well, we have quite a bit of wood. What I'm thinking of maybe doing, okay, is we could take from Ventacrota. I mean, I'd have to put like a cable car path or something there. That's pretty extreme. You know, maybe we just have them path through this. It's already routed, right? I don't need to actually make any new paths. The issue with that is that this path does not go through a vista. There's no vista through here. And I'd like it to go through a vista. Like from here to here, it gives them the vista, right? Because this isn't connected directly to the peak. And I probably could have been, but it just isn't. And if I was to do that, it's pretty dangerous. It's a 6. I mean, I guess I can make that a 4. Yeah, I could make that a 4. And now they have a way to get to this one and then back down. So I guess there's some merit to doing this. It's pretty expensive, but we can afford it. So I could do this and make that a separate path. I have to make that a different trail, but yeah. So if I was going to do that, let's say you go this way around here. You get there's a 30 here. This is your 60 plus your vista point. Then you have another 60 here, right? Then you come down. There's another 60. Okay. Not a lot of variety in the path. There's your 45. And so now you have all of your requirements, all of your everything you want. This being a 60. This being a 6 is concerning me. But you can come out this way from here, and then you're at Camp North right like that, right? So there's your Camp North. And this is Camp North 60 L4, I believe. I can probably make that. Yeah, it's going to be a 5 right now, but it's going to be safer at an L4. So Camp North 60 L4 will be here. We can use the big rig. And I'm going to have one of you guys do it. I don't know which one of you hasn't done it yet. I'm pretty confident I've sent Florina out to do this. So I think it's one of you two, and I'm not sure which one. So we're going to have Shauna try this. And I kind of feel like I wish I could give you gear in this screen. I wish there was a way for me to open up your character profile and give you gear right now and not have to redo all of this. And maybe there is. Maybe the route is already in the menu and I just have to go to setup, right? Maybe that's a thing. Let me see. Well, first we have to go to our equipment panel and let's retrieve this gear. Bring that in for repairs as well. And then back to the trail, bottom of the menu, there should be this one right here. Yeah, setup trail. There we go. Okay. Like this, and then Shauna, who still doesn't have it because I didn't give it to her. There it is. Okay. And I don't know if this is going to make it to where she doesn't get injured or cold or whatever, right? Like, I don't know how that is. It says she's chilly. And so up here, I mean, with the temperature is actually pretty dang, yeah, pretty dang bad. Dangerous for workers, dangerous for alpinists. It's freezing temperatures. So probably should give her different gear than this. Let's go to the extreme temperature gear here. We'll simply retrieve that.
The project is progressing.
And we're going to give you extreme temperature gear instead. I'm hoping that helps. I don't know. We'll find out. Camp North, setup trail, big vehicle, Shauna with the good environment stuff, and commence the task.
Whole checklist for this one.
So she's going to set that up. Now that's not for casuals, right? That one's not for casuals. So I need another one set up for somebody else to do. And so we need the casuals to have one too. And so we're going to say the nature lovers, whatever, right? So we're going to go this way, And this is, it's pretty dangerous right now to do this, but this one is a much easier route. And they can go through that without having to deal with anything. They don't need the slopes. They got their rivers, they got their trees, their open spaces, handrails for days. This is a 30L2. I think it's supposed to be a 1. But everything is super elevated at the moment, so it's a little hard to tell what it is. But this one's going to be Camp North. Camp North. I think this is supposed to be a 1. Camp North 30L1 is what it's supposed to be. I'm going to label it a 2, though, because I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. And then I could use the off-road car to do this, but with everything being elevated as it is, I think I want a better traversal skill through there. So I'm actually going to wait to set that one up, but we need to give them what they want, right? Give the people what they want. Okay, so I just sent... Damn it. Because I didn't give him the extreme temperature gear before sending him out, so he's going to get sick now too. Hopefully Shauna ends up fine. I didn't care about Werner, but hopefully Shauna ends up fine. And we don't have to worry about anything. Let's check things really quickly. I want more deliveries. I want 350 more wood here. And tech tree wise, we have a lot of money still. So I'm thinking maybe we come over to these areas here. Let's get the... I already got the cable car unlocked now. There, workshop upgrade. I don't think we're having a super hard time with that one. Maybe we get this one. It adds 2 to the traversal skill for that vehicle. So that's pretty good. We can also get access to the medical air. That way I don't have to have... This is a much faster helicopter, and I don't have to worry about the... traversal skill? I didn't realize the helicopters had a traversal skill. Where is the... I guess this one doesn't have an upgrade, but this one right here. So there's a 5 traversal skill on this one. The same thing here. This one's a 4 as a speed, and you're a 10. I don't know if that's necessary here. Night expedition gear could be interesting. Probably we grab that for our own staff at some point here. So with $4,000 left, why don't we go over and have this one here? I'm going to have this bring me 1 set of night expedition gear, and let's have them bring me 1 more windproof gear. And then we'll fill the rest of this money that I have. We'll say that we want to have the rest of this filled with wood. So maybe like 120, 180. I know, I'm doing math on the fly here. 180 is what we needed to fill this. Go. All right, so we're going to have extra gear on us now. I think that's pretty good. The night traversal gear will mostly be for my own staff, I think. So that's fine. Folks, you won't believe what happened. I'm not even going to try. What is it now, Werner? I got us a grant from the city for the shelter. Special terms and all. Look at that smile. You've got to be kidding me. Nope, it's real. We just have to spend it fast on some equipment and fill out 2 boxes of paperwork. I can't believe this. This isn't real. Yeah, so he's messing with us again. Even while he's out on the trail setting things up. And it's not giving me credit for it. I think it's because they're not done yet, right? This isn't like a timed thing per hours. This is just 3 instances. So shorter routes might be better to fulfill this, but it's fine. Okay, so let's take a look at what is he doing here. We have somehow Werner managed to secure a donation from the town, but we have to spend it ridiculously fast or risk being penalized. Great. Build at least 20 objects in the shelter. Well, 20 objects. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't. Okay, for one, let's take a look at this. So, money for everything. Managed to secure a donation from town. What is the donation? Right? What is the donation? Is it like $3,000, $4,000, $8,000? It's not reflected in my actual money, is why I'm asking. They also didn't give me any wood. So, like, do I have to spend it before I have it? That's not how donations work. So this is a little bit weird. But either way, I just have to spend it. And, you know, there's things to spend on anyway. I need to buy comfort items and stuff. So why don't we really quick quality armchairs, benches, etc., etc. These benches are quite old. Solid sofas, comfort 8. We can upgrade them to these quality sofas for comfort 16. So I could do this, for example. And I wonder if this counts. So I delete things and then rebuild them. Does that actually count? It might be kind of a cop-out, but it's the cheapest way to do this task. That said, I needed to upgrade these anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I think these were more forward, but I'm going to put them in line with each other anyway. And then we're just going to say that you are, let's say, there and there. Yeah, that's a nice comfy area, right? I think maybe we make them all the same. Maybe, just maybe. We could also crank the heat up a little bit. We pretty consistently have good wood and everything. And there's lots of patchy spots here where, you know, there's no heat. So I'm thinking we also go in and just add some random space heaters throughout here. These are where people are, right? We need to make sure that everybody is warm and stuff. So maybe we'll just kind of do that. That's all right. Yeah. Now, if I take a look at the heat now, people should be much more comfortable. Sure. So yeah, I don't know where this is reflected, like what the actual money is, but there's 6 items right there. You know, I could do this. It's just based on items, right? Not on a specific kind of cost. So, I mean, I need to upgrade these anyway to get the comfort unlocked. So I think we just take out some of these chairs. This is going to take a while, but I think it's going to be worth it. And we come over to the quality chairs instead of the solid chairs. And I just start plugging these in, right? Do I put them all the way to the edge? I'm just going to do it. I don't think it matters. We're just going to do this. All right. It's okay. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to exist. The people, presumably, would move them around when they sit down anyway, right? If you're going to sit down in my chairs, chances are you're going to have to move that chair to make it comfortable. So we can do something like this, and then that's going to satisfy the requirement for that. That's done. Disruption is done. The whole, like, you have to spend up money on things thing is done. But this is very slow increase in comfort, though. It's pretty dang slow. What about storage? Do you have a better table by chance? These solid tables are still +4. I'm curious. Do we have... Yeah, surfaces right here. The quality. Although that's not going to be comfort. That's going to be storage.
Somehow, we managed to squeeze in a bit of new gear for the shelter.
At what cost? I'm dead on my feet. I got the paperwork in too. Barely. Just in time.
Someone ought to knock some sense into Werner for ideas like this.
Wouldn't help. Nothing would. I mean, he is out to sabotage. He has sense. He's not stupid. Like, the whole point is to make life hard for us, right? So this is the work of an intelligent person, not a stupid person. It's entirely in his goal to mess with us. Let's put the chairs here, back here. That's into the window. That's not where I want that. Am I going to be a stickler about that? I am. I don't know why it's letting me place it there, but that's not where it goes. Okay. And then again, like this. This takes a while. I know. It's like you guys are going to watch me place chairs now. Doesn't that fill you with joy and happiness? Aren't you guys just super excited about that? I can stop now. I got the objective. That's all that matters. This one is not being tracked, so let's go ahead and do that too. Looks like we can only track 3 at once. Complete the trail task, lost tools. Werner lost essential tools on the trail while trying to wash them in a river. Thanks, Werner. Yeah, we need to probably do that too. So let's go over to the task list, which I can't see in this view. I have to see it in this view. And then lost tools is located right over here. So I would have to send someone over here. I could probably just let air transport do this. I'm just going to let air transport do this so that I don't have to worry about it. That's fine with me. All right, Werner is full here. They're still on that trail setup task.
Thankfully, I don't need a cave.
They are still there. It's 1 minute. There, done. 1 minute, and they're now done. Okay, everything is fine now. So that's going to count for 1 out of 3 on that task. I do want you to go out and do another one right away. So let's do that. Nicholas, though, I'm going to give you better gear. And I think with it being so cold as it is, wind level's very strong. But it's really, I think, safe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is dangerous. I need you guys to all of you need to be in really good gear for nighttime explorations, for temperature, I mean. So let's retrieve this. And I'm going to go ahead and unrent this one as well. Cold temperatures and such. I'm going to make sure you guys have extreme temperature gear on you. Shauna's going to have to do something else here, I think, too. It says she's freezing. But, like, she has extreme temperature gear on. But it looks like it might be broken.
Reporting.
And I can't actually stop that. I can't actually unequip it, which is interesting. I should be able to unequip her gear, but it doesn't let me do that right now.
The project is progressing fine. Thanks for asking.
It says resting. It doesn't say that she's... Okay, there it goes. So if I take this off, she's just resting. So I think you can probably address a lot of the bad equipment that we have. Let's get these things repaired if possible. Can't do that one. But we'll add those two to the list, and then let's get you in here. You don't have to work with her. Can I put 3 people in here?
A job's a job.
No. So what I'll do is I'll put Francis in here with Werner.
That makes suitable evidence.
Francis isn't good here, but we're gonna put Francis in there with Werner just so I can get this time ticking up a little bit here to fix that gear. Leopoldo he's gonna go. His work speed is bad. Florina, she just got healed up, so I kind of want to give her some gear as well. I want that extreme temperature gear though. Can I have... I can't. I can't send you to town. I don't have enough money anymore. I spent it all on upgrades. All right. I need you guys to set up another path though. And you have extreme temperature gear on now. I'm hoping that's going to be fine. It is nighttime now, and the temperature is rising, which is good. But now that it's rising, it just says cold. Still says dangerous though. So I'm thinking it's probably not something I want to. Ah, man, it's just this hypothermia thing. Hypothermia 1. Yeah. All right, let's have...
I can't wait for the summer.
State your purpose.
Okay, I can't... I'm trying to juggle people and trying to put them on things, but there's the correct people that I want to do things with. They're all, you know... They're all unable to have gear, and they're unable to have the things that I want them to have. I think maybe night expedition gear for you. And if I give you that, then maybe you can set up one of these paths, one of these trails, because I want to set up the trails. Camp North is good. We have 2 different paths for that. Hopefully each group is choosing the appropriate one for them. And then also there's a Camp North one right here. What's this? Every trail needs to be set up by a worker before it can be used by alpinists. The task consists of various small jobs. Yeah, we didn't actually do this one. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this one. So I'm going to give you this one, and I'm going to have Florina to do this. I know I should send Nicholas and Werner, though. I should send Nicholas and Werner. That's just how this works. But I can't send him. Is he just not resting yet, or what? He's not inside the building yet? He's got such slow movement speed that he's not inside the building yet, even though Nicholas is fully rested. Go. I'm going to have you do this. It's got to be done. I got to have you 2 do it. That's the objective. But I wanted to get these other paths done too, and I think we could set it up at night if Florina went out to it. I think Gimval, do I really want to look through this entire list and see if I can find that? It's right here. Okay. I don't think I set these up right. So I want to set these up to these 2 peaks as well. And so I'm going to have a path to these 2 peaks made. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way out this way through that Vista 2. And then you end up with, I guess that's 1. We're going to have you go to this one. So that'll be 1 route. And that is going to be Tramonroke. I don't know how you actually say it. Tramonroke. Drummond Rock. I don't know. And it is a, what is it? I think it's a 60L3. Looks like it. So that'll be an optional one we can have you do too. And I'm going to have Florina do this one only because I'm not sure which one of you haven't set up a path yet. And I want that achievement. You have night gear on, so it should be easier for you to do it. I'm hoping that means it's a little safer. It does say Chile is safe for workers, but this is dangerous for land vehicles. I don't think that's a huge deal. I'm sending you with the night gear anyway. So off you go. It should be fine. We'll see what happens. And then as far as our equipment, let's get Shauna to fix all that stuff if possible. And Eva can go ahead and fix things around the base. Looks like we have quite a few things to fix around the base. Let's have Leopoldo. I'm going to have you tag up on there to get the bonuses that are coming from that stunt thing. And yeah, wood is running low. I know. I can put Francis in here. Francis needs to work with Werner, but Werner's already on a trail with Nicholas. I can only do one at a time here. So we're just going to have, I guess, yeah, Francis is just going to do it by himself, I suppose. Which he's not. The time is ticking, but he's not working. What's going on?
Just another day in the old freezer.
Where is he? He's not actually doing anything. My wood is still ticking down. He's not here. What is this?
Chop, chop.
He's not coming out. He's not coming out. I don't understand. Francis, we've got a problem. What now?
I was trying to help widen the trail with a snowcat and, well, I clipped a tree. So now there's a slight blockage on the path.
Werner, this has gone too far.
What? Don't play dumb. You know exactly what.
So I want to get wood delivered because for some reason Francis can't do it right now. That seems really weird. Let's go 200 here with this. I can't afford it. So 150 it is. I don't know why he's not coming out here to do this. It says he's on the task, but he's literally not leaving the base. Where is he? It's like he's stuck here. Why is he stuck here?
I can't wait for the summer.
He's stuck here with Werner? Wait, is this why your trail setup is taking so long? I mean, your workshop is underneath. It's actually down here. That's interesting. So I've always assumed, this whole time I've been assuming that the repairs are taking place in the rental shop because this is where all the gear is located. But it turns out they're not taking place there. They're taking place on the very bottom floor of the whole place where the staff sit. Also, somebody asked, can you upgrade the stuff for the staff and have them have a better rest and all that stuff? No, you can't do anything with this room. In fact, the build menu itself is grayed out. You can't even interact with the build menu while you're down here. Yeah, unfortunate. Anyway, the workshop is actually this tiny little thing right here, and these guys appear stuck. I'm not sure how to fix that, but if they can't... I mean, I'm not getting any wood without the helicopters right now, and that sucks. So, and also Werner's stuck here. Where's Nicholas? Nicholas is sleeping. Why? Because Werner is stuck here. So I don't know what's going on here. I gotta reload this. I'm gonna try to save and reload. And just like that, once I reload, everybody just goes. Now everyone can go to their tasks. All the people that were sleeping are no longer sleeping. I don't know what that was, but they all got just completely stuck. All of them, I guess, were apparently stuck in their tasks. That was pretty crazy. So I'm falling behind on resources big time, probably because my staff aren't able to do anything. Let's get Eva out to fix this if we can really quickly. And then I need her to rest. Florina is now actually on the trail that I sent her out on. Nicholas is actually on the trail that I sent him out on now. Yeah. They're actually going to do their jobs now. Okay. This is fixed. We'll go ahead and get Eva to fix this, which I thought she was already doing, but turns out she wasn't. And then I need Francis to be over in here chopping wood. Okay, so with Werner on the trail now, we can actually see that happening. They can actually go ahead and get this to be 2 out of 3. And then Eva, come fix this, please. In the meantime, can I have... Shauna just set something up, right? I just had her do it. So I think Leopoldo's the only one left if I don't have the achievement yet. One more hike with Nicholas, and I'm going to lose it. Oh, good. That's what we want. Does that man ever stop moving? What happened to set the pace for the slowest? Stop talking and walk. Talking burns more air than climbing. Talking burns more air than climbing. I'm not sure how I would enunciate that line, you know? Part of the problem with trying to voice act the characters, right? Like doing a good voice acting job, you kind of like to do it immediately upon reading the line for the very first time is very tricky. I've done voice acting for loads of different things, but just nothing you guys know, because most of what I've done is really local stuff, or it's, it's like student projects, and then one video game, which is not even available anymore, Itch.io or something. Like, I don't think they even do it anymore. Anyway, and then there was another video game that I voiced a character for that was never released. So that's unfortunate. It's just like, there it was. And then it's not anymore. Anyway, it's difficult to do that to do it well because you're reading the line in the moment for the very first time, and like a lot of times you would get practice with what's that person actually thinking, and you would try to get into the character and read it several times to try to get it right. But this time I'm just trying to wing it, man. So some of you guys seem to think that I'm doing pretty well with it, so I appreciate that. I just trying to make it interesting for you, It's not for me, it's for you. It's for me too. I'm having fun doing it. It's cool. Okay, so everybody's good. These guys are back sleeping now. Let's get them on another trail, and I think the next trail for them to set up would be the last one to do for the quest line anyway. Is tell you what, let's game the system a little bit, okay? Let's do this game the system thing. And we'll have Harlan come back in here. I want Werner to work on delivery with Florina. Okay? So, I need him to work on a task. If we're going to game the system, I need his endurance to actually drop, right? Let's get +1 work for crew for 12 hours. Now, I think I'd want... At this point, I think I actually want the rations. And then I also need deliveries, right? That's what I'm trying to do. So, take this... Florina and Werner, you're going to do things together, and I want you to grab 450 rations. We're going to load up on those.
I've done harder maneuvers than this.
And then the helicopter is going to bring me the wood. Same thing with the other helicopter. We'll bring the wood there, too. And nope, that's not how big that one is. There we go. So the other task, I think I need Leopoldo to do one of these. So I want him to have the extreme temperature gear to help him with this. And then we're going to go to the trail map. He hasn't set one up yet, so I want him to set one up. So we're going to have you go create trail. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I don't think I've even set up paths to these other monasteries and stuff yet. Right, so let's do these instead. So we can go Eastern Monastery. This one already has a path, right? So we can back out of that, and we can go to, let's say, Eastern Monastery. And this is 10, 15. I mean, it's very easy, right? So this is Eastern Monastery. This is a 15 L1. To be a very easy one for you to do, Leopoldo, go for it. And he has the gear on to keep him warm. So he should be fine. Shauna can do the same thing if I give her gear, but that gear is now not ready anymore. Let's get these things brought in for repairs. Shauna can go ahead and repair things, and I'll have I think Nicholas can help you with this.
On my way.
To get this done quicker. We'll have all these repairs done as fast as we can, so I can get that extreme temperature gear back to you. And then we have one for the avalanche now, right? Avalanche slope. Did I do that? Yeah, right here. Okay. So instead of that, though, I think I want to get something for the pros who are wanting to go to Silverfells, because they don't really have a good path for that right now. I mean, I guess they go this way now, right? They go this way all the way to Camp North, so they should be able to be fine going here too. So we could set this other path up, I suppose. Going this way. Kind of an intense path, but it's for the pros only, right? So let's say we go here, 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 here. I gotta zoom in to see this. 1, 2, then to this one, then to this one, then you come down, then over, and then we want you to go to here. This is a 60 L3, I believe, and I want this set up later, but we're gonna say Silver Fells 60 L3. Actually, it's a 4. Going up that other part where that 60 is, I think, is actually a 4. I don't remember where the... I don't remember. I think maybe that's elevated. We'll say 60 L3. It's fine. This would be okay. And I think I can send Shauna to do this. That way she's done a path. I don't think she has the extreme temperature gear anymore, but it does say it's safe-ish for people. So I could give her different gear. Let's put her with the professional looking gear that should help her with... Well, the wind level is very strong. Okay. Then the windproof gear should be fine, right? So we'll give her that. And then we'll go back to the trail setup. And we'll have her do this one. Shauna, go.
Copy that.
Now, I don't know if that actually helps her, right, in setting up the task, because I'm sending her with a vehicle anyway. But I'm getting people injured, even though I'm sending them with vehicles. So not sure that actually matters. A great man once said, turn right to turn left. I don't know what she said before this, unfortunately, but you can go back in the video if you didn't notice it, like I didn't notice it, and see. But yeah, she's saying stuff up there, and there's no way to replay that dialogue either. It's a real drag that they decided to do that. Putting it right here on the top of the screen would have been so much better, and then actually having some kind of sound effect, like just a little pop, would have been just fine. Like it's some kind of audio cue that says, hey, this is happening, but also just making it bigger. You don't have to take up the full screen for every dialogue like they do, but it's tiny way over here is just not a great place, especially when you're like hyper focused on the center of the screen and you're trying to move things around.